Hi, my name is Dr. April Morrison, and I am the course coordinator for NRSE 5024. Welcome to the class for Fall 2020. To get started, I wanted to give you just a brief overview of the D2L site to give you a better idea of what you're going to be looking at for this semester. The first thing you want to note is what section you're in. So if you look at the very top of the screen here, you can see this is section 914. You can also go to content and view the syllabus as I get over there. Within the syllabus, it'll tell you each of the instructors for each of the sections and which ones they are responsible for. So as you can see, course coordinator, and there's the other instructors with their respective sections for which they're responsible. When you get to the course home, there is a news announcement. Every single week there will be an announcement placed there, so please make sure you take note of that. Just a couple things to take note of for the week, things to be looking out for, and then things that may be coming ahead. Let's go over to the course content. Again, we're going to go click back over onto the course syllabus. As you can see, there is a syllabus for the fall. Make sure you take a look at that, and then also the course calendar. As you look at the course calendar, there's a couple different sections here. We have obviously each week, the assignments due, when they're due, the location of the submission, and then how many points that they're due. This looks a little weird over here on the side. However, if you actually download this document, it will look a bit more appropriate. You can kind of see that we are pretty well front-loaded for the course as far as work is concerned. However, we do slow down once we get toward the middle to end of the semester. So hang on tight, it's going to be a quick ride. Other things to note within the course syllabus and course calendar are just some university attachments and then the DNP MS and handbooks. Clinical resources, this is something really important for you to notice. This clinical practical skills checklist is an assignment that will be due following the end of your clinical rotations. There are other things here that maybe not necessary but could be helpful. For example, the hard copy of the clinical hours log, this is not required, but it is encouraged just in case something goes awry with Project Concert. Your clinical rotation plan document is located here. This is what you're going to use to fill out and submit during the first week so that your clinical faculty can know your plan for the semester. And please note, the drop box for clinical rotation plans is open for the entire duration of the semester, and you are free to submit as many as you need to. As we know with COVID, things may be very fluid during the semester, and we are very aware and understand your situation. Just please make sure you give your faculty advance notice greater than 24 hours. I do have some information here on COVID-19. Again, this is current as of today, which is August the 17th, 2020. However, we know things can change. One thing I would like for you to note in here is the ETSU student, faculty, staff return to work or school protocol. So if you have an exposure, someone in your family is exposed, or things of that nature, that's the document that's going to let you know what it is you need to do as a ETSU student regarding going back into the clinical setting and things of that nature. There are just some other links here, university policy and information, and other national information. Assignment guidelines. This is a really big section. You're going to notice there's a lot of information here. There's 35 documents, but you really will be using this part when you are completing SOAP notes and then for some clinical applications such as the pediatric skills checklist. Within here are exemplars for the SOAP notes. There's some guidelines, the grading rubric, which I highly encourage you to look at prior to submitting all your documents. As we scroll down, you can see the skills checklist. And then we also see, I'm looking for something very specific. The Bright Futures forms. This is what you're going to be using whenever you complete your comprehensive or your well child EPSDT. So you will be printing these out or completing them digitally on your computer as you complete the visit. You're going to select the age appropriate document that you will be needing on the child you are completing the well check on, and completing all of the forms that are located and associated with that child's age, and then submitting these completed forms with your final well child SOAP note. That's where you're going to find those forms. Within the modules that these are due, I do refer you back to the assignment guidelines portion of the D2L site so that you can be reminded where these are located. So every single week, everything is pretty well set up for you so that you know and are aware where everything should be located. So for example, week 1, we come here and it's just a brief welcome. The first week that we are together, we're going to do an introductory post. Plan to make it fun. I always like to include a picture of myself, my family, and just kind of share a few fun things and maybe some of the things you're excited about, maybe some of the things you're nervous about for this semester. This is a little bit newer, the student clinical profile. This kind of gets the instructor more familiar with you as a student, maybe where you are in your skill set, where you are in the program, and then that may help us better understand where you are and then how we can better assist you. So make sure you get that filled out. And then the clinical rotation plan. Some of you may not have a rotation plan. Some of you guys may not even have a clinical preceptor that has been selected yet and confirmed. That is okay. Let's just be working very urgently on that as best as we can. If you get to like the first SOAP note and you still do not have a clinical preceptor, you have not entered the clinical site yet, please contact your instructor a little earlier in the week. That way they can be adjusting due dates and we can be working with you on that. We go down into week 2. There's a physical assessment paper due. Everything that you need for your physical assessment paper is located right here. There's some videos, some documentation. All the drop boxes and everything you need should be right here. I do have Turnitin for this paper. Specifically, you don't have to get a score of 25%. However, it is really encouraged as this is considered optimal for a Turnitin score. Week 3, going down through here, week 3 will be our first SOAP note. As you can see, there are the guidelines, an example, and again the grading rubric, which I highly encourage you to take a look at, as well as the Dropbox located there for you to put the information in. That should pretty much be it for each of you. If you would just please take a moment and make sure, again, you take a look at the syllabus, take a look at the course calendar. Those will be your biggest helps. If you have any questions, I am the course coordinator, April Morrison. You can contact me via email or you can give me a call on my cell phone number, which is listed inside of the syllabus. I hope you guys have a wonderful semester and I'm really looking forward to getting to know and to learn with each of you.